EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Ready?
Out of the gun again to Spears. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Cougar 19.
To throw is Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Malachi Manor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. From left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The rookie from Texas Tech on target there. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get it. Ready, ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
Mustang 19.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Drop 60, drop 60.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
That's good for a Colts.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Conroy holds it in left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the
Now Ward. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Throwing now, Ward. Under pressure, and they got to him again. JT Tuimoloau. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
70 left. Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Bronco 80.
To throw, here's Ward. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Ward. And it is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Let's go.
A carry here for the big tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Moore will try and do this himself. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 more yards. Complete to Chimray DK. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes,
yes, sir.
Break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
I think your mic is bugging out, bro.
Come on. Hot 70, hot.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's second and 10.
Cut 19.
Looking to throw. Moore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ward from the gun on third down. That's complete to DK.
And some space here. Touchdown, Titans.
Chimray DK, 41 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. To about the 26 here.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
70, go.
Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Trap alert. Trap alert.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Colts
They'll let Taylor try and run. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you got it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Unlock line.
The Colts will line up for the 2.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Ward. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 rings for 7. Prep goal 80. Dragon 60.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 3. Got a man on the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
2nd and goal. At the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Anthony Gould with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Titans 29.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again here, Ward. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the
60
26-yard
Eagles, 60
line.
Eagles, 70 Lions. Ready, go. Mustang 19. Ready,
They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a
touchdown. Ashton Doolin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.